Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Florida Gators and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Here's a little room there. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it to Johnson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Florida 14, Clemson 0.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They'll run this play from the pistol. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going long. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
They'll run it. It's Davidson. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Working the middle, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ifte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Jones to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback. And his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
He wants to change this route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And they get him down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Gonna look downfield again. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And run inside. It's Davidson. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Pryor. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it as a plus 42.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to try to get it himself. Open space at the 25. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play, and now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. From the red zone, it's Pryor. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's second and long. Jones wants to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive firing. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Complete to the left. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it down the field. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, they blocked it. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that Bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 5 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Aggies who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. Moves them to 7-1 on the year, an awfully good start so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Motion from the wideout. Jones to throw. Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Johnson. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to ride this running back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. Ripping through the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Jones wants to throw it. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
To the air on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The sure hands, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw into a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the 1st half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll take a shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Jones to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling. They're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
High the chains now on second and long. The handoff to Johnson. Gain of 6. They're looking at third and 4. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Got a little grass. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.